In this video, I'll be showing the Whirling Waltz event. And I was just in Nuvelet and Kakuku and Risley as well meeting, which is cool.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start showing up all over the world, but I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kakuku, was it not?
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you.
Wait, so why is he interested in Natlan?
So,
Is
how
there some
about
reason?
we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Kakuku.
Sure thing, bro!
It's cute. I need to go tell Ethan or Ron.
Full throttle!
It's been an interesting event so far. It's been quite funny.
Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
There's some good news and some bad news.
Oh no. When I saw that
There's really
Kakuku wasn't
bad
with you,
news.
I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
He's still alive.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
I really like how he says... Well, I guess Kakuku gets... just repeats what Eva says.
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Even had an interesting chat with some veritable VIPs.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he
So
has
they're gonna have
stay
to
at the
kill him
Palace
now.
Harmonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
You'll just have to wait a bit longer.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame.
Oh.
Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Does Ron not like Kakuku?
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Wait, why doesn't Ron like Kakuku? Alright, bro.
Yay, problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
An overnight Fantasyland. Quest complete. That was funny quest. Okay, wait until tomorrow. Oh no, day after tomorrow. That's quite a while.
over by now.
Wait,
Let's head over
really?
to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
They've just completely removed the ban on flying objects rule? Or law? Okay, that's interesting. Probably good.
Try and stop me!
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
Aw, morning little dude. Goku's very cute.
Oh wow, Kakuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
Sorry, I
Probably
did everything
good
within my
news.
power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
That's quite a long sentence.
Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
It's very cute though.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time?
Wait, what about the...
Get out of here!
What? I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kakuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natlan.
It's interesting that we're not the ones investigating the crime or finding the owner of the gun.
He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Oh, so that's why he's in Fontaine? A series of twists and turns. Part 2. Oh, so how? What's he doing there? Wait, that's actually kind of cute addition. Actually having
Boss,
something to...
do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
Oh, that's cool. It's all black and white apart from... How? I mean, apart from Kanich. Thing is... Yes, could be cool having... Actually have something to look at during those loading screens.
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Okay. This is like... Oh, it's a stealth game. Whoa. This is like Nouvelette's quest, where everything was black and white. That's very cool.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth.
Wait, is there a crouch?
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Okay, interesting. Wait, where am I going now? Create a diversion? Oh, I have them be. Can I? They're kind of blind. How does he not see me here? Can I just throw them directly at him? Nah, probably like, I guess over there. Oh wait. Wait, can I get into it? I did that wrong. I threw the beans over there, why is he not going there?
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some
that's
sightseeing
skipped.
while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I didn't mean to skip it.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
I didn't mean to skip it before. I didn't realize that going over there would skip it. So they're smuggling contraband into Fontaine?
So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
And good job, Kniech.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I think it would be cool if they, like, if the sneaking was more complicated, and if it was actually harder, because the enemies seemed quite blind.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passers-by.
And that's only natural, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kniech, you did great!
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
That's
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kukuku wants to chime in.
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
Wait, can you just understand everything he says?
It's a good observation. I quite agree.
Oh, it was new letter translator.
However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
Oh, it came from the ancient Netherlands dragon ruins. A lost object that was picked up. A box was buried amidst junk. I guess I'll just try them all. This is a relic from left behind by Netherlands' ancient dragon civilization. It's a genuine antique, so it must be of great value. A lost object that was picked up. A genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet still remains unreported and unclaimed. The box was buried amidst junk. It doesn't seem like an accident. No, it's as if someone left it there on purpose. Bait? Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique out in the middle of nowhere? Was the plan for someone to pick it up? Bait?
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
No way, bro.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level.
Wait, so someone's getting kidnapped?
If the guy really was some kind of ransom, then... Since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so...
Oh.
Does that mean they executed the hostage?
Paimon, stay calm. We haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
About the seller. The gun was placed in a locked box and hidden away. Clearly, the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret. About the buyer. After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods. To ensure they actually got paid, the seller would likely have been watching the buyer. About the goods. Before the buyer could show up, the Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the event venue. About the incomplete transaction. Due to the unexpected arrival of Film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off. Okay.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rasula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Great job, Bilpine Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice.
I don't think they usually work. They don't work for the traveler's sibling.
The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Doesn't mean fighting them.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
So how?
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here! Out of here!
Yep,
What?
that's the plan. Out of here, indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
Why is he not determined as a flying object? Or classified as a flying
Thanks,
object?
bro.
Oh.
Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroran?
Well, I guess he's not really an object, he's a animal, I guess.
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
No problem. Let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
Can I talk to them again?
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
Oh,
That
he's
actually sounds like a good idea.
Wait, he's actually letting him out?
In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
We stopped the
This
prophecy.
might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens
What?
with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Oh. Is he actually gonna start living in the court of Fontaine? Is finally gonna leave the fortress of Meripede? Well, I guess he will still go there since he's the prison warden.
Full throttle!
Sasuke Kuku been inside this whole time. For 2 days.
Rev the engine!
How?
What?
Oh no, it's
What
him
now?
again. Oh no, Hal
Let's
is
shake
here.
hands.
Fine by me. Get ready ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Ugh.
What? That's mean.
Oh, nice dodge.
Wow, good dodge. Good dodge,
Paimon
bro.
feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance.
Yeah, How's probably gonna try and punch
You
us.
miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kanich.
Alpha
It's good
Granny.
to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me!
Don't be mean to Kakuku.
Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face. I dare you.
Said again.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet.
Yeah, I don't think you need to feed him for the next few days.
Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Sounds good to me.
Poor How. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Well, he just gonna deserve it.
Eva, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh?
True.
How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Yeah, isn't that kind of important? And Mr. Racket, you briefly explain what happened with Kuku to Eva and Auron. Hearing that Kuku now has permission to move around freely, Owl's face goes even redder than before.
Don't lose hope, Ahau. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Nah.
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't.
Cause you're
As
below.
far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
I like how he just laughs at him.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Yeah, how could be tasty?
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why, you?
One Cuckoo delivered, as promised. Looks like we've managed to swap Saurians too.
Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
I'm getting picky now, huh? Well, Paimon wins my cuteness competition. Aww. That's...
Ah, really? Thanks!
Aww,
Wait,
that's
who are the
cute.
other contestants, though?
It's only you. Actually, it's you and a How. Compared to a How, you're cute. Compared to anything else, though.
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move? Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
What?
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro!
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing? Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
Aren't we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
Oh, 'cause he doesn't have fingers. Poor Cuckoo. Wait, is there anyone else to talk to? Okay, I don't think so. I really like their interactions. They're very funny. And it's making me kind of want to pull Aoife. Because he seems really funny. And Kukuku too.
Many in.
The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it.
Okay.
Full throttle!
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah,
What?
who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Someone's knocking at the door. Please, anything but Special Patrol.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes! Let's go check it out.
A guard from the Palais Mermonia carefully opens the door.
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
I don't think we're all gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles. A guard from Palais Mermonia carefully opens the door, and a familiar figure walks in.
What in the Tevat are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
One of its
no,
owners.
that's...
Kind of.
Wait, isn't the owner Aoife?
But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
I apologize for my grandson bursting in like this.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job! Completely different things!
He just got it from the movies.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry, to show the people inside you had something important to discuss.
Oh, yes, very polite.
Sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
No need. Let's just get down to business.
So, Auroran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
Ron carefully describes the lost item we've come to claim from the star of the box.
For real now? Oh, come on, bro.
Star of the box to the gun itself. Everything matches. Wait, so Ron's gun is arresting my dear grandson what it's come to?
Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
Sit Lolly? No, she's his grandma. Is it like Capitano? No, that wouldn't make sense. Ron, tell us the truth. Otherwise, we're going to have to arrest you for real.
Alright then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So, here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Court of Fontaine's famous landmarks.
I thought if you lost, then you had to watch movies.
When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroron, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
What is this face? What are these faces? That's funny.
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Oh, they captured him? Nicely done, bro.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Well, it's not just us. Kenichi, Aaron, and Aoife too.
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
Unless they knew. And they
It
were...
suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kenichi, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelette too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Being Loki has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Oh no. I feel like this could go badly. Oh, I get to use them.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now.
Are you suspicious? Oh, C3.
Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza.
Oh. Okay. Wait, so I need to go a different way around? Wait, is there a different way around? How do I get there then? Do I just teleport? I guess so. He's being chased by a cuckoo.
Nothing suspicious going on here either.
Wait, I saw someone getting chased by a cuckoo though.
Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Oh.
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking!
Is this the...
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and
What am
get
I
this
after?
pet of yours under control!
The heck are you on about?
Whoa. Intimidating cuckoo. So cute, yet so intimidating.
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natland, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
Time to get picked more.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. I think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Yeah, you could use it for his own. Is this different to the plan?
Please don't do this, my good sir.
I think this is
My
different to
master, my
plan.
lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you.
Wait, is he just following the story of a film?
You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
What?
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Is he being threatened?
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but Always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right? Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed, but I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
More pecs.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live.
That's very concerning.
Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean?
In the
Is
Fortress
he
of
gonna drown
Merbead.
him, just like they do in those gangster films?
Probably not. I think he means in the Fortress of Merbead.
Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
That's very generous.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro.
Just
See,
ignore it.
Mr. Kukuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
What? Wait, what is that voice?
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes. In that case, I understand completely.
What was he
Not
doing?
exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
He was very generous to him.
Ah, Risley's back! Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
Risey accounts what happened. It all makes perfect sense, but somehow it feels like Risey has glossed over a lot of the bro talk.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonium. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to. Or, I don't know. Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay.
Does that mean Clorinda's gonna be here?
When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
I mean, But yeah, Clorind. Leave it to us.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
A series of twists and turns, Act 2 complete. That was interesting.
On the topic of kidnapping cases... How exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? According to the regulations, I mean. Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient, non-human beings? Of course, Melazines go without saying, but what about a being like a cuckoo?
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
That is no laughing matter, Risley.
Didn't he, like, kill his parents or something? I think he said that in his story quest. Oh, that was a fun quest. And quite a few funny moments. Interesting that I guess it's just... it'll be all the quest stuff first, and then it will be the... then it'll have the mini games to do. Because I haven't... yeah, I can't get into any of the mini games for this event yet. I assume there are mini games, because all the other major events do. I'll go claim my commission once. Wait, why is it going to Mondstadt? I guess that's fine. I went too far.
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
So I guess bow from the event. Okay, could be good, maybe. Okay, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, then remember to watch more of my Genshin Star reviews. So, I've placed on screen if you watch. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.